see the number 22 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutherford. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that...
And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Through the air, it's King. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Through the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Rutherford. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident and believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And the Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Scrambling away. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time.
Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab, it's Randall. There he goes! For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly complete.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Quick release on the RPO. It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between.
season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, the power run here. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Fires to the tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Now improvising. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off play action on first down. Complete to the left. Open spaces. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Oh, he makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Snagged in the middle. It's random. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Finds his man. It's Haynes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
The give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. The Yellow Jackets have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Back's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back on the option, the give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's King. That's caught. It's Patterson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There he's striking distance at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Clemson jumps to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down to Dell, moved the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. That passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop them on third down. The short hands, it's Haynes. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain. And now they're forced to field.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs doing so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Patterson. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Offense in a bunch formation. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Patterson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Hosley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened here.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man quickly. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got the quick pass. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He'll do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. To throw, it's Klubnik. They'll run the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Touchdown, Tiger. And inside a man to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Looking to throw. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th.
Clemson, 29. Georgia Tech.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Stockton. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw, it's King. Makes the grab. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting it...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Last chance coming up. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay